Hello and welcome to Top10List.org, where you get a world of knowledge in 10 simple points. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the top 10 best of downtown Los Angeles. Let's go ahead and start at number 10 with Grand Central Market. Grand Central Market has countless travel shows espousing the virtues of street food. Well, guess what? There's no better place to experience it in LA than Grand Central Market, located on Broadway near 3rd Street. Pull up a stool for some wonton soup out of a styrofoam cup, or pull up a different stool for fresh shrimp cocktail out of a slightly larger styrofoam cup. Everything from fresh produce to pistachio ice cream can be found at Grand Central Market. It is a true culinary melting pot in the best sense of the phrase. Number 9 is the Art Walk. Something of a staple now in downtown Los Angeles, this grassroots happening has been going on since 2004. Those who come out to Spring or Main Street between 2nd and 9th Streets on the second Thursday of the month will be treated to a gallery that exhibits so much art and different store promotions. Everything stays open late and the booze and food trucks are ubiquitous. Number 8 is roller derby. This may be an underground quote-unquote sport throughout much of the US, but it is decidedly mainstream in LA. Those who haven't experienced a game owe it to themselves to come out for LA's all-female roller derby league known as the Derby Dolls, with team names like the Sirens and the Tough Cookies. What's not to love? Number 7, Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County. What a better way to offset a night spent yelling support or disapproval in a sports arena than by enjoying an Age of Mammals exhibit at the local museum. Located on Exposition Boulevard near the Coliseum, this other LA landmark boasts a number of fascinating exhibits as well as a popular dinosaur performance. Number 6 is the Staples Center. For sports fans in LA, going to the Staples Center is a must experience. You could score tickets to a Lakers, Clippers, or Kings game, and the night will basically take care of itself. Add to that more than a dozen restaurants and bars that make up the adjacent LA Live, and there's little reason to stray far from this area. Number 5 is the Millennium Biltmore Hotel. Those who like a little history with their upscale hotels would do well to visit the Millennium Biltmore on Grand Avenue. After all, for many years this landmark played host to early Oscar telecasts. It's kept much of its classic decor intact, and visitors can get their Humphrey Bogart on at the Throwback Gallery Bar located just off the lobby. Number 4, the Standard Hotel. Just because it's downtown doesn't mean visitors can't have a taste of posh Hollywood. Located on Flower Street, the central location of this chain hotel features a chic and modern rooftop bar with the best view of the downtown LA skyline in the whole city. Those who want to take the part in can kick back with a fruit-infused martini and an egg-shaped lounge chair and watch the parade of models, actors, DJs, photographers, and everybody else who populate the locale. Number 3 is Chinatown. Located just a couple of blocks away from Olvera lies Los Angeles' own Chinatown. The visitors from San Francisco or New York might be inclined to dismiss LA's version as puny, but what this Baroshino lacks in size, it more than makes up for in authenticity. Shoppers have their pick of a myriad of Far East imports such as medicinal herbs, dried shiitake mushrooms, toys, and even home accessories. After some light shopping, visitors can stop in for a bite to eat at Yang Chow or Golden City Seafood for authentic Chinese cuisine of the highest order. Number 2 is Olvera Street. Located just across the way from Union Station, this historic landmark is the very spot where Mexican settlers founded the city in the latter half of the 18th century. Visitors to this area can stroll the narrow village walkways and browse the handicrafts and trinkets. There's no shortage of Mexican restaurants and food stands either, and a couple of them boast some of the finest taquitos in the city. Last but not least, at our number 1 spot is the Disney Concert Hall. Located at the corner of Grand and 1st Street, this brainchild of famed architect Frank Gehry is one of the biggest draws in all of Los Angeles, and for good reason. It is home of the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra, headed by the incomparable Gustavo Dudamel. There are plenty of opportunities to see the young composer in action, as the Disney Concert Hall hosts an average of 45 concerts a year. For those who can't manage to score tickets, there is a 60-minute building tour. Thank you for joining us on this edition of Top 10 for Best of Downtown LA. If you're going to shoot yourself over to Cali and visit these LA hotspots soon thanks to our video, don't forget to click subscribe, give us a like, and join us again for another edition of Top 10 List.